Hey, what's up guys? So, you've probably heard the talk. The TCG is dying. But it's not because of Master Duel or a bad meta. The real war for the soul of this game isn't being fought on the duel field. It's being fought in our wallets, on our shelves, and in every deck we choose to build. I'm talking, of course, about the Great Divide. OCG versus TCG. And let's be real, it's more than just a language difference. The original card game in Asia and the trading card game everywhere else are two completely separate ecosystems, different release schedules, different rarities, and because of this little logo right here, they are completely incompatible for any kind of official tournament play. And today, we're moving past personal preference. We're settling this. We're gonna prove across 3 core pillars that the OCG isn't just some quirky alternative, it's an objectively superior experience for both players and collectors. This is the final verdict. Alright, let's start with the biggest and, let's face it, the most painful difference. The money. The reason for the massive price gap comes down to 2 totally opposing business models. In the TCG, we have what's known as the chase card model. And it is exactly as predatory as it sounds. It's a strategy of intentional, artificial scarcity. Konami TCG identifies the most powerful, meta-defining cards, the ones you absolutely need to compete, and prints them exclusively as high-rarity secret rares. And to make it even worse, they often short print them, meaning there are even fewer copies than other secrets in the same damn set. This directly ties a card's power to its price tag. You want to win? You gotta pay up. It's that simple. Now, compare that to the OCG's accessibility first model. In Japan, that exact same meta-defining card is often printed in multiple rarities in the same set. You can get the cheap, playable super rare for your deck, while the meta players can go hunt for the high rarity masterpiece. The OCG separates the game piece from the collectible. The TCG welds them together and forces you to buy both. And we've proven this multiple times across the latest releases, opening these boxes side by side. We've seen Konami TCG fall as low as printing OCG commons into secret rares. Go check it out for yourself, the video is pinned in the top right corner. Alright, now let's get some data in if you're not going to check it out. Let's look at Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. In the OCG, it's a simple rare, about $1.50. In the TCG, they printed it as an ultra rare, jacked the price up, $30, then reprinted it in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, where it dropped to $5. And let's not even get started on how Konami handled the European release for that set, just leaving it on the shelf for 2 months. Or look at the Mulcharmy engine. Perulia, Meowls, Fualos, all cheap rares in the OCG, $2 or $3 each. In the TCG, all secret rares, launching at $40 to $70 a pop, and even after multiple reprints, they're still short printed to hell. You see the pattern, right? Just to run a playset of the Mulcharmy engine, a current meta staple, you're looking at under $10 in the OCG. In the TCG, that same engine for your deck costs you up to $250, and Konami says it's a game for kids. And this isn't an accident, you know? The OCG market in Japan is brutal. There's fierce competition from other card games. Konami has to keep it affordable. The TCG? It has less competition, so they can squeeze the player base for every last drop. It's a huge economic wall that just stifles creativity. How many cool decks have you not built because of the price? In the TCG, that number is way too high. For anyone who wants to actually play the game, the OCG is the only choice that makes any financial sense. Or you can simply play Master Duel, which is a totally different topic, and another reason why TCG is dying. Even though those gems there ain't that cheap either, but for that premium price, you must be getting a premium quality product, right? Right? The quality difference is obvious before you even open a pack. TCG packaging is thin, it's weak, it's easily damaged. OCG boxes are designed as durable, reusable displays. One is a product, the other is a presentation. And the cards themselves? It's night and day. OCG cardstock is noticeably thicker, more rigid. The printing is sharper, the colors are more vibrant, more glossy. TCG cards, by comparison, can feel flimsy, washed out. I knew OCG was superior, but I didn't realize how much until I held one. Their foiling is more vibrant and their cardstock is superior. My TCG cards feel like paper, and that's before we even get to the TCG's biggest sin: quality control. Or the complete lack thereof. These aren't rare defects. Print lines, bad centering, damaged edges, this stuff is rampant in TCG products. You're paying a premium price for a product that is often, quite literally, damaged on arrival. It's a complete failure of the value proposition. You pay more for less. The OCG delivers a high-quality product at a player-friendly price. The TCG delivers a low-quality product at a collector-level price. The winner here couldn't be clearer. Okay, so the OCG is cheaper and it's better made. But the final nail in the coffin is a strategic one. If you're a TCG player, you are always playing from behind. And this is because of what I call the meta forecast effect. Core sets are released in the OCG 3, sometimes 6 months before they ever hit the TCG. This means the entire OCG player base acts as a massive, live beta test for our meta. We see which decks top tournaments in Japan, and we know with almost perfect certainty what's going to be dominant when those cards eventually get here. And the market data shows it clearly. When the K9 archetype proved powerful in the OCG, savvy TCG speculators bought out all the synergistic cards. A decade-old super rare, number C104, skyrocketed from $1 to over $60 months before the cards that made it good were even released in the TCG. This puts TCG-only players in a terrible spot. You're constantly reacting, forced to pay insane prices based on hype from a game you can't even play yet. OCG players? They're ahead of the curve, getting the powerful new cards at their cheap initial release price. Playing the OCG isn't just cheaper, it's strategically smarter. You're insulated from the speculative bubbles that constantly burst in the TCG secondary market. You're the one setting the trend, not the one desperately chasing it and paying the price. Now, TCG defenders usually bring up 2 points: the awesome tournament circuit, like the YCS, and the annual Megatin reprints that make expensive cards cheaper. And look, those are valid points, but they are flawed solutions to problems the TCG created itself. The YCS is fantastic, but the chase card model makes it insanely expensive for the average person to even show up with a competitive deck. And the reprints? The TCG model is to sell you the disease, then sell you the cure a year later. They create scarcity to drive a card to $100, then act like heroes for reprinting it in a tin that you have to buy all over again. The OCG just gets it right the first time. It's a proactive, player-first model. So let's bring it all home. The OCG is more affordable, letting you play what you want. It's a higher quality product, respecting your investment, and it's strategically smarter, putting you ahead of the market and the meta. On every key metric, the OCG comes out on top. It's not really a debate. But that's my data-driven take. What do you guys think? Are you a die-hard TCG fan? Or have you made the switch? Let me know your reasoning in the comments below. I read all of them. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. If you're looking to pick some cool OCG cards, you can check out our card market and eBay stores, linked in the description below. Thanks for watching. Peace.